Video number 239, subtracting with negative numbers. Here's how we use subtraction as we take a look at 7 minus 3, or another way to say this is 3 from 7. And that's actually how we're going to think about this. We're going to remove 3 protons from 7. So here's your 7 protons, and then we're going to take 3 of them away. We have 4 of them, so therefore 7 minus 3 is 4. So that's a review of basic subtraction. Here's 7 take away negative 3. Now we're going to remove 3 electrons from 7. Well, do you agree that this is 7? Okay. Here are 7 protons, and then here's a 3 pairs of 0, which still gives us 7. So when we take away 3 electrons, take away 3 electrons. So we're going to take those 3 electrons away. We're left with 7 protons, then 3 more, so therefore we have a charge of positive 10. Next one, we have negative 7 minus 3. We're going to remove 3 protons from negative 7. Well, here's negative 7 with your 3 pairs of 0 charges. So then we take those, see, this is negative 7 take away 3 protons, just like we did here. 7 take away 3 protons. So negative 7 take away 3 protons. We're going to take those 3 protons away. We're going to have 7 electrons, 3 more electrons, therefore we have 10 electrons. So therefore, negative 10. So this is basically the only 3, well, you're going to have another combination where you can get 0, but this is basically the 3 that you have to worry about for subtraction. The pattern is simple. Subtracting from a positive brings the positive value down. Okay, so 8 minus 3 brings the 8 down to a 5. Okay, negative 17 minus 3 brings the negative value down to negative 20. Okay, subtracting from a negative makes the value even more negative, just as we have said. And a double minus means to add. So again, what's happening here in this second example is probably the most important here in subtracting with negatives. What we're really doing is we're taking away the negative charge. Take away negative. It's kind of like taking away debt would really increase your net worth. Okay, so here we are. Negative 9 take away negative 9. We have negative 17 minus 5, we have 9 take away 11, and negative 8 minus negative 11. By the way, just to make sure, you also could think of this as having parentheses around. They mean basically the same exact thing. So in the first example, we would then change this to the plus sign because we're taking away the electron, so we're really adding a charge. So then negative 9 plus 9 is 0. Here you're just going down downward. So if you're 17 feet below sea level, you go down 5 more feet, you're going to be 22 feet below sea level. So 17 feet below, take away 5 more feet, you're at negative 22. Then you have 9 take away 11. Well, we definitely cannot take 11 from 9. You cannot take 11 protons from 9, so that's why we would dip into the negatives. Obviously 9 minus 9 would take us down to 0, so then 2 more takes us down to negative 2, and then we have negative 8 minus negative 11. That would change to, obviously similar to here, you're taking away the electron, so therefore negative 8 plus 11, therefore 3, and then this becomes a problem similar to video 238 where we add negatives. Alright, here's a few other examples, very similar, just working with either 3 numbers or fractions. The first one, we have 7 take away 5 minus 11, and in this case what I would do here as a look ahead was we would go ahead and combine the 2 negative numbers together first, because that's usually pretty easy. Same thing here, we're going to first change this to a plus, and then we're going to go ahead and combine the positives and then work with the negative. Here we're going to change this to a plus and then get common denominator. So here's how it all works out for the first two. First one, we'll do 7 minus 5 minus 11 becomes 7 minus 16, because negative 5 along with minus 11 basically becomes minus 16. So then 7 minus 16 is negative 9. And there's a couple ways we could have done that. You could have also done 7 minus 5, which is 2, and then 2 minus 11 is also negative 9. So either way, you'll be fine. As long as you bring that sign with you. See, that minus is with the 11. So that's why I would call this negative 16. Okay? So here we're going to go ahead and change that double minus to the plus, as we've discovered before. So therefore we have negative 15 plus 5 plus 9. Then we're going to add this together to get a 14. Then of course negative 15 plus 14 is just negative 1, because you'll have one more electron than proton. And then the example with the fraction. First thing we're going to do is take care of this mess in the middle, change that to a plus, then get your common denominators next. So then you're going to go ahead and multiply both the top and bottom by a 2. So therefore negative 9 plus 6 is negative 3. So therefore negative 3/10. So good times, and we'll see you in the next one.